Are you ready? I don't think you're ready.
First off, if you see me in my Bahama house dress, and I've had it on a few times, it is clean. I keep my booty clean. So mind your business. Mind your business. Hey y'all, it is your girl ScuffleTown Beauty Calista today. Say it with me now. You're back in the scuffle with another video. So today, are y'all ready? I know y'all be ready for these stories. I know y'all be ready. So today, I want to ask you a question. Even as a Christian, even if you're a Christian, this question's for you. Okay? It's for both sides. So, have you ever knew that God is God and that He, automatically He's going to do things on His own time, but you know that He's got you, but you still have these moments of, but have you given up on me? I done something wrong? I mean, Lord, I've been praying for a long time, and I just feel like you just left me. So how many of us have went through that or are going through it? So let me tell you this. So right now I'm going through that. Okay. Didn't I tell you guys that I would be very, very straight up with you? I'm not gonna lie to you, because we do too. Some people try to hide that we go through some things. So I'm going to take you back to the story. If you have not seen some of my other stories, the last story I was talking about with Moses and he had to have his helper Aaron, which is his brother, and they kept going back to Pharaoh telling them that the Lord said, "Let my people go." So this is kind of wrapping in with that. So the Israelites, they were being tortured. When I tell you they were being tortured, they were being slave driven. Like they were ingesting things from breathing. They had these commanders over them whipping them if they weren't doing things right away and right then, or if they had even stopped to take a breath. Get back to work. So this is when Moses kept sending them back to Pharaoh, telling them, "Listen, if you don't let my people go, this is going to happen to you." But each time, here's the thing. Each time, if you pay attention to it in the Bible, the Lord says He hardened Pharaoh's heart. Yeah, a lot of you guys thought that Pharaoh's heart was he just kept going back and forth. So He would harden Pharaoh's heart because He wanted His people to see that He meant what He meant. He was going to deliver them out of Egypt from those mean people. So, but what I was talking about how we know that the Lord can do what He can do and stuff. Sometimes we get impatient and we just feel like we're just about to let go. So this is one of those moments. So finally, after all these acts were done, the flies, the gnats, the bloody Nile water, flock being killed, big locusts covering, darkness to the point they couldn't see even in front of them. There were so many things that the Lord done to them, but each time He says, I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart. He wanted to harden his heart because He wanted to show these people that He is who He is, and He was going to do what He said He was going to do. But He needed people to see that He meant business. They needed to see it. It's about like when I had my brain aneurysm. If I wouldn't, even though it was painful and it was so awful, if I wouldn't have went through that trial, and even though the Lord was holding on to me and went through that trial, and He would have just skipped to the good part, like when I had it, I was already, done, healed. I didn't have no pain or nothing. He can't always skip to the good part because there wouldn't be no story of proof. There wouldn't be no story of Him being real. There wouldn't be that testimony of what He could do. I mean, it wouldn't be, because He would be skipped to the good part. He can't always skip to the good part. So as they are headed towards the Red Sea, the Lord tells Moses, "Listen, I want y'all to camp out in between," and I forgot how to say, I can't say those two places, the two towns, for hypothet something, I can't say it. Speech impediment. Okay, speech impediment. So anyway, he was saying, have them kept in between Pharaoh's spot and the Red Sea. Have them just stop there. Do what? You want us to stop after you've got us out of there? You want us to camp out where he can still get to us? That's what the Lord said. He said, camp out right here. So once again, the Lord hardens Pharaoh's heart. And all of a sudden, Pharaoh's like, what have I done? I've let him go. What have I done? And what have I done? Even his soldiers was like, what have you done? You have let them go. You have let them go. What have you done? So all of a sudden, Pharaoh said, no, no, no. Y'all go get them. Go get them. All right, my boys. Go get all 600 and some chariots. Get my 600 of the finest chariots. The ones that's the night. And get them prepped. And then get the rest of them prepped. We're going to get them. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, King, we was wondering the same thing. You let them go, and I mean, all this work had been put in, slave driving them and put them through to make them ours, and you just let them go. Go get them. Go. Let's get prepared. We're going to get them. I don't know what I was thinking. Get my 600, like I said, 600 of my finest chariots. Get them ready and get the rest of the chariots. Everybody get ready. We're going back to get them. So next thing you know, all of a sudden they start hearing them coming. They start panicking. The Israelites are like, "What, Jesus, why did you do this to us? Moses, why did you do this to us? You should have just left us there. You should have left us there and let us be slaves. Now they're coming." He was like, nope, that's what the Lord wanted to do. So watch this. So they still, even though knowing the Lord was Lord and what he could do, they still started panicking like the Lord couldn't do nothing. He couldn't save them. After all this he had done, they still had in their minds, just like I'm saying, like I said at the beginning, this is a story about have we ever knew that God was God, he could do what he could do, but sometimes we just feel like we're just going to let go and we just want to forget about it and just, So all of a sudden, the Lord said, hey, Moses, lift your staff over the Red Sea and watch. So when he did it, the sea parted. Now, I know what y'all are thinking, because I think about it all the time. Can you imagine that sea parting and you're looking at all the sea life floating, but you're on dry land, walking in the middle of the ocean? I mean, think about it for a minute. Think about it for a minute. If you were at the beach and the ocean spread and it was dry land and you were walking, but you could see it. This is what they've seen. These are real. These are not fictional stories. These are real stories. So, Lord had already told Moses, listen, these Egyptians that you're seeing, all of his people, you will not see them no more after this point. You will not see him anymore. So all of a sudden the sea parts and Moses like, come on, let's go. So all of a sudden when they're going through, and when I tell you that the Egyptians were on their tail, they were like standing from here to the tree that's in your yard. They were on them, but the Lord still had them. See what happened when they started going through there and those chariots started going after them? The Lord started bending their wheels, twisting their chariots where they would start falling and collapsing, and that way, next thing you know, the water fell down on them, killed every last one of them. But that was proven to them. I had you the whole time. I told you. Did you not already see what I had already been doing? So why would you think that I did not have you through the rest of the journey? So I can imagine what they felt like. I know they felt like they had just upset Lord, had just, just, I'm sorry, Lord. So sometimes when we get stuck in those emotions where we know that the Lord's got us, but sometimes we're going to go through those days, cry it out, have a good cry. But wait on the Lord, because if he's already shown you that he's got you, then he's got you. His word cannot return void. He has you. He cannot lie. His word can't return void. So if he's told you he's got you, keep praying for that situation. Keep praying about it, because even if he's already told you, he's still got you. He's got you. Don't give up. Keep your head up. Bye.